Either Once Upon a Time isn't what I remembered it to be, or it was just very underwhelming for the 100th episode that's been hyped up. Wait, don't be stupid!
I thought she was gonna push him in and take her clothes off. Like, oh my god, Captain Swan! Ah! This is not what I signed up for!
Bam! Henry's author.
A sex chamber? Like, who knows what it is?
Crossbow.
Don't touch me. Welcome to Storybook, bitch. I realized how much I love Hook. I mean, as if I didn't know that. But him not having any lines this episode and 5 seconds of screen time really made a difference for how invested in the episode I was. Off the top, Emma and Neil. Here's some Neil. Here's Neil saying all these cute things to her. Here's them having this moment.
Yeah, it seemed
but
like there was
instead, why throw that in people's face? Why give, like, maybe it's better than nothing, but I feel like that's just like, why would you rub that in people's faces if you're just gonna have them, like, never come back again? Snow, James, and David. I could get on board to that threesome.
It was a very minor part, but I really hope, just to make it interesting, because like, people who watch this show, like, let's be honest, like, most people are into it for the romance angles and for the relationships and stuff, and that's what drives them, as opposed to the actual drama and like plot-driven stuff. In my opinion, you know, that's why you have so many shippers and stuff like that. So like, I think if there was like a love triangle between like James, David, and Snow, that'd be awesome. And like, Snow's like actually attracted to James because he's like more like the bad boy, like the way he like grabbed her, he like just didn't give a fuck, and like, you know what I mean? And it's like, David's like, ugh. After she found out that it was James, she like didn't even seem like too jarred about it. She was just like, oh, it's James.
I think she was like thinking about the kiss in her head, and she was like okay with it.
I doubt they will, but I really hope they start some kind of love triangle. I mean, they didn't introduce his character for no reason, right?
I feel like you can't go wrong with that love triangle because, like, regardless, you have Jennifer Goodwin and Josh Dallas like making out, which is kind of hot. You can't really not ship it because it's like they're a real life couple. It's a win-win-win situation. I just thought it was so funny, that shot of Regina staring at her cake.
Oh yeah.
Her birthday, where she was like,
that was pretty humorous.
a lot of people on Twitter were like hating on Regina because it was a Regina-centric episode. I think you guys need to relax because Regina's the main character. So if you don't want Regina in the episode, then don't watch Once Upon a Time. At
least as far as I've seen, I guess probably apart from the first season, the show has always been like that. Like, for the past couple seasons, it's been like one episode will really focus on one character, whether that's Snow or Regina or Emma. It seems like there's always like or Rumpel, like there's always like a focus more so on one character for that episode.
When they go to the grave and Hook is like beat up. What was up with his eye? What happened? Why was he
punched in the eye?
But why? By who?
Someone who doesn't like him.
Why do you look like that? I don't get it. And it's like the Underworld is purgatory, I guess, and then
maybe it was Blackbeard.
Why did he look like that? Why did anyone else look like that? Why wasn't he just like in purgatory with all of them, like in the Underworld, just like hanging out, like living everyday life, but in
because he's a dark one. Only because like he's a dark one, they all like hated him. Or some shit.
He was a pretty good dark one. He didn't kill anyone. He was like probably like the best dark one you can get. Oh, but like seeing his face and then like Emma and like, oh, that was like my little bit of Captain Swan that I got. I've been waiting for like 3 months for this, and I just got that little bit of 5-second Captain Swan moment. The
writers really got like a lot of fans there because like now people are gonna be watching, just waiting to see, oh, when's the first time we're gonna really see Hook? And then, you know, Hook and Emma. Awesome seeing Pan come back. I was looking forward to it for a while. Pan's always been my favorite character, so it was like really cool to see him looking all smug in his suit and stuff. I hope that he's gonna be there for more than just that one episode. It wasn't just like a one-off cameo, which I kind of have a feeling a lot of the characters or villains we revisit will just have a one-off cameo. Like, Cruella will probably have that. Who else? There's other villains too, they'll probably just have like a one-off kind of thing. But I really hope Pan's there for a few episodes because I just think like his character is just so fun to watch.
Question about when Regina, like back in the Enchanted Forest, was trying to kill Snow White, but like Arthur, like Jiminy Cricket, was like in her dress. Like, what was going on there? Was he just like chilling in her chest area and like...
You know what, I never even thought of it that way. I was just thinking like, oh, I get it. It was just like a little plot device thing to make you think like, oh, like Regina's actually controlling her, but she's not. But like putting that aside, yeah, like what the hell?
Why
Like,
was he in her dress?
Was that how Jiminy Cricket was like celebrating, just like wandering around in her boobs?
Just like bouncing around there and she's like, Like what was going on? He had a match?
I'm sure David had like a word with him later. He's like, what the fuck was going on there? Don't think just because you're that size, I can't see what you're doing.
I don't know what's happening though.
Like one day David's gonna wake up in bed, like next to Snow, and he's gonna see Jiminy Cricket crawl into blankets.
Ew!
Like, what the fuck? Snow's gonna have a little smile on her face while she's sleeping.
Ew! Gross. Regina and her dad, I was actually like almost on the verge of tears. Jake doesn't get it, but maybe it's just cause like I'm an easy crier, but like I thought that was a beautiful moment how like, you know, he didn't die in vain and like out of everything, and like you kind of forgot about him because like Regina killed him, but it's like it's nice to know that like you know, he was a good man and he like went to heaven or wherever the heck he went.
Yeah, the best part was when Henry came up and he's like, hi.
Hey.
By the way, Henry's looking good now. I don't know what happened, but he's like got past the awkward stage of puberty where like he's kind of grown into like everything else. And like, I don't know if they're like doing his hair different or something, but he looks like he's like gonna be like a good looking kid.
He like grew into his nose.
I didn't want to say it in case he watches this, but you said it.
I don't think Jared Gilmore's going to watch this, but if you are, hey man, you're growing into your nose and it looks great. So, and I really mean that.
It's not very nice, Jossyl.
I think that's very nice to say.
Guys probably get nose jobs too.
Oh my god, yeah, that's fine. He doesn't need a nose job, that's what I'm saying. Love how he just like drops that line in there, ready for Operation Firebird.
Oh yeah, he's probably got like a list back home, just like of all different types of operations. So it's like hooking up names. So what would be a good one for this one? Operation Firebird. Is that like, do you think those like relate to something? Like,
I don't know, but Henry, like
does he somehow know what's gonna happen 5 episodes down the road and Firebird is like foreshadowing something?
Henry, you're a teenager now. Do we really need to give operation names? It's getting old.
It should be like Operation Let's Get the Fuck Out of Here. It should be all cool and stuff. But
Operation Let's Get the Fuck Out of Here.
Operation I Don't Give a Fuck. Operation I'm Leaving. I thought it was kind of cool and kind of funny how throughout this entire episode, Rumble is just kind of like treating everyone in his like, I don't know, clique. Like he just like runs this shit. Like this is my stomping grounds, you know, Underworld. Like I'm all about this. I know these guys. I know how shit works.
Because he's been there before. I feel like he just like walks into conversation and like walks out with his like pimp stick and just like nods to everybody. He's like, sup?
Those guys know the Underworld. I am the Underworld. This part of the video will be in the Underworld.
Okay, let's talk about Hades. Because he is the new villain.
Yeah.
Who actually, and Hades is so badass, he actually makes Korra, you actually feel sorry for Korra.
I really hope I start to like Hades because his character didn't totally like grab me. Like I really wanted to be into him because I really like villains and stuff. And like at first I was like, okay, with the classical music and like his setting and stuff and like the girl like filing his toenails or something.
Which is weird. I
wonder if she's gonna be like some character like double crosses him or something. I had that theory when I was watching. Anyways, I don't know, like just I guess the way the character's portrayed with himself, he wasn't as like, I don't know, like cocky, I guess. I mean, he was, but he just didn't deliver it.
His biggest fear is that he wants everyone to leave because he doesn't want people going to heaven. Like that's what his thing is. He wants people to stay in the underworld. Okay.
Why?
That's a great motive.
Why?
That's the worst you can do, like change Korra's clothes. She's about to cry. She's like, where's my suit?
Go home, get changed.
Yeah.
You have to do the job he's telling you to do.
You don't have to.
He doesn't have your heart. I was also hoping his hair would go blue when he got angry or something like that, or like put his fist down instead of just casually like, During Regina's birthday scene, when she was about to kill Snow, and then like that, I guess royal guard just died. Like, does no one care about him?
No.
I mean, like he probably has like a family to feed, right?
Yeah, but like...
like, what the hell? Think about that story behind that guy. His family's just that guy or woman, that soldier, is not gonna come home anymore. He's just...
I guess. I mean, you know how many people Regina killed?
Yeah, but they probably thought like, okay, he's on Regina's side, like he'll be fine, you know?
I guess, but I mean like, Regina made a good point that all those people in the underworld have unfinished business, and they all are probably after Regina or Rumble.
You know what? I feel like this season will be a lot about tying up loose ends. Like anything in previous episodes that weren't fully like developed or came to like a resolution, well, just kind of like with Regina's father, will be like tied up.
Like, even though this episode was like meh, and next episode looks meh, it's like we know there's gonna be a true love's kiss. Like Captain Swanner is like, I feel you, but we have a very good half season ahead of us because we know that the whole reason they're there is to find Hook.
I think right now it's more fun talking about it than watching it.
I guess. It's fun watching it, except when the episode's boring. And also, we watched Zootopia earlier today before watching Once Upon a Time, and it is hilarious. It is so smart. It is just like, you definitely need to watch it, and if anyone has seen it and like ships Judy and Nick, then like let me know, because like I definitely ship them.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I have a few questions about it, but like, is it only mammals that live that way? Like, what do they eat? What do the carnivores eat? Do they eat fish? Is that fair to the fish? Should they not be on the same level as them?
Oh, maybe.
That's my question.
Thought.
Right?
And also Josh Dallas is in.
Yeah, he makes a cameo.
He makes cameos. So
with Jennifer
Goodwin. That's pretty cool.
Now you know.
Now watch Zootopia.